Chosen one. If you're seeing this on December 5th, understand this with absolute clarity. Tonight's full moon is extraordinary. It's a cosmic mirror reflecting your potential, a frequency reset for your spirit, a divine revelation cloaked in moonlight. The universe has been diligently preparing you, orchestrating emotional shifts, realigning your relationships, and steering you away from paths misaligned with your true destiny. Tonight, bathed in the light of this December 5th full moon, the truth you seek will be unveiled. Your destined timeline is poised to unlock, your intuition to sharpen, and your spirit to soar higher than it has all year. Stay with me, because the message that follows is the activation your soul has been yearning for. Chosen ones, tonight's full moon isn't just another astrological event passing overhead. It's a cosmic announcement, a celestial declaration that your old life is dissolving, making way for a higher version of yourself to emerge. This isn't merely symbolic, it's energetic, it's spiritual, it's destiny speaking to you in the language of light. For the past month, the energetic atmosphere surrounding Earth has been subtly transforming in ways that many may not comprehend. But you felt it, didn't you? The sudden, inexplicable emotional surges, the urge to withdraw, seeking solitude for inner transformation, the intensified dreams, more vivid and meaningful than ever before, the sense of a guiding presence, gently nudging you toward an unseen turning point. None of this was random, no mere confusion or figment of your imagination. These experiences were activations, spiritual codes awakening within you, preparing your consciousness for the precise energy that culminates tonight. The December 5th full moon unlocks what spiritual teachers often refer to as the revelation window, a temporary but intensely powerful portal where your inner truth rises to the surface with breathtaking clarity. During this window, the illusions that once shielded you begin to crumble, the emotional narratives you clung to lose their grip, and the beliefs inherited from others begin to disintegrate. Your soul steps forward while your fears recede. This is why so many chosen ones feel unsettled, restless, or strangely alert. On nights like this, your spirit anticipates the shift before your mind can grasp it. You're sensing the energetic pressure that forces truth upward, demanding recognition. And tonight, three powerful transformations converge. 1. Your soul alignment sharpens. The fog that has clouded your vision begins to dissipate. The confusion that has plagued you starts to clear. Suddenly, you will know, not guess, hope, or analyze, but truly know what is meant for you. You'll gain clarity about the people who belong in your life and those who are only meant to be temporary guides. You'll understand why certain paths were blocked and why certain opportunities persistently reappeared. This is your intuition rising above your fears, your inner truth becoming louder than your doubts, your soul aligning with the destiny you're meant to embrace. Tonight, your inner compass recalibrates, pointing you toward the direction you are always meant to pursue. 2. Your emotional field purges every suppressed emotion from the past year. Every disappointment, every heartbreak, every moment you felt undervalued, unsupported, or misunderstood rises to the surface, not to overwhelm you, but to liberate you. This full moon acts as a spiritual magnet, drawing out emotional residue that no longer aligns with your evolving frequency. You might experience waves of sadness, sudden anger, moments of nostalgia, or unexpected relief. You might cry without knowing why, or feel inexplicably tired. This isn't regression, it's release. Your spirit is creating space for your destiny to unfold. What once felt heavy will begin to loosen its hold. The emotional burdens you carried in silence will begin to melt away. You will feel yourself letting go, not through force, but because your soul is ready. 3. Your destiny timeline activates. This is the most profound shift of all. Tonight, a hidden path begins to emerge, not just through physical signs, but through spiritual signals that speak directly to your consciousness. You might experience a sudden intuitive flash, a symbolic dream that feels more real than reality, a surge of inspiration that seems to come from nowhere, a strong pull toward a decision you've been hesitant to make, a perfectly timed sign, or a moment of clarity that feels like a divine whisper. This is the universe revealing what your next chapter requires. The December 5th full moon ignites a new frequency within you, a frequency attuned to purpose, truth, alignment, and destiny. This isn't a prediction, it's an awakening. Tonight is the moment your soul steps forward and proclaims, "This is who you truly are. This is what you're meant to do. This is the direction you must follow from here." The truth you've been avoiding, the calling you've been quietly hearing, the dream you suppressed because it felt too grand, the relationship patterns that needed to break, the risks you've been too afraid to take. Tonight, these truths rise with unmistakable clarity. If you've been seeking confirmation from the universe about your purpose, your relationships, your next chapter, or the path your spirit is destined to walk, tonight, the answer arrives. This full moon isn't here to change your life for you. It's here to reveal the truth that will empower you to change it yourself. And once you see this truth, there's no turning back. Chosen ones, one of the earliest and most potent indicators that the December 5th full moon is activating your destiny is the energetic shift that impacts your spirit, even before any changes manifest in your physical reality. It begins subtly, almost imperceptibly, a gentle vibration in your chest, a flutter in your intuition, a tingling along your spine, or a weight lifting from your heart. You may feel pressure between your eyebrows, as if your third eye is expanding. You might sense an unseen force adjusting the space around you, reorganizing energies you can't yet perceive. This is not anxiety, not mere imagination, and certainly not random. This is alignment. This is your spirit responding to a cosmic frequency upgrade. Under this December 5th full moon, your spiritual senses heighten dramatically. Your intuition operates faster than your logic. Your nervous system picks up on subtle environmental cues. Your emotional body becomes more responsive to truth and less tolerant of illusion. The veil between your conscious mind and your inner knowing thins, sometimes becoming transparent. You might begin to notice signs such as a sudden, unusually loud burst of intuition, chills or goosebumps without physical cause, emotional waves that rise and fall like tides, ringing in your ears, or frequency tones, feeling overstimulated or hyper-aware of your surroundings, flashes of insight or ideas appearing in your mind, or a feeling of detachment from old habits, routines, or identities to someone unawakened. These sensations might seem strange or unsettling, but for a chosen one, they are activation codes, signaling that your consciousness is shifting out of outdated timelines and preparing to enter a higher state of alignment. The things that once felt familiar now feel too restrictive. The habits you once tolerated feel like energetic clutter. The old fears you battled for years feel weaker, almost irrelevant. This is your soul rejecting everything that cannot accompany you into your next chapter. The December 5th full moon acts as a cosmic magnifier, amplifying your internal guidance system. Suddenly, you can no longer ignore the truths your spirit has been whispering for months. If a relationship has been draining you, the feeling becomes more acute tonight. If a job or environment has been limiting your growth, your discomfort becomes impossible to ignore. If you've been deceiving yourself about your potential, that illusion will shatter. But here's the beautiful part, the part many don't anticipate. With this clarity comes a surge of inner strength, a rising fire in your spirit that tells you you're ready for more. You begin to sense that your breakthrough is imminent, just around the corner. Your confidence returns after months of self-doubt. Your creativity awakens after a long slumber. Your energy levels rise, even if you were previously exhausted. Your purpose feels louder, clearer, and more urgent. These aren't random bursts of motivation. They're signals that your energetic blueprint is being upgraded. The universe is downloading new instructions into your consciousness, guiding you toward the life that aligns with your highest potential. Under this full moon, many chosen ones notice a shift in their thoughts. Negative mental loops weaken. Old wounds feel less emotionally charged. Your desires shift toward things that nourish your soul rather than your ego. You start craving peace more than validation, purpose more than comfort, alignment more than approval. This isn't a temporary mood swing. This is you evolving. When the December 5th full moon activates your spirit, your body often reacts as well. Your breathing deepens, your posture improves, your senses sharpen. You might feel restless, energized, emotional, or calm in an indescribable way. These are all signs that your physical vessel is adjusting to a higher vibration. And then something profound happens. Your inner world becomes louder than your outer world. Your intuition becomes your primary navigation system. Your emotions become a map, not a burden. Your energy becomes your truth detector. Things that once confused you now feel obvious. Things that once frightened you now feel manageable. Things that once felt out of reach now feel destined. This energetic shift isn't random. It's a divine upgrade. It's the universe preparing you to step into a version of yourself that is more powerful, more awakened, more intuitive, and more aligned with the life you were born to create. Tonight, pay close attention to the sensations in your body and the whispers in your emotional field. Your spirit is communicating with you clearly. The shift you feel, whether subtle or intense, is proof that your destiny is already in motion. This is the first sign that the full moon isn't just shining above you, it's transforming you from within. This is the first sign that the December 5th lunar energy is revealing who you are meant to become and who you can no longer remain. Another powerful sign that the December 5th full moon is awakening your destiny is the way it reshapes your relationships. When a moon of this magnitude ascends, it doesn't just illuminate the sky, it illuminates the truth. It exposes every bond that strengthens your spirit and every bond that subtly weakens it. This full moon acts like an X-ray for the soul. It reveals what is genuine, exposes what is draining, amplifies what is meant to stay, and dissolves what is meant to go. You may have already observed subtle or even dramatic changes, such as people becoming distant without explanation, conversations suddenly feeling off, empty, or forced, unexpected conflicts or emotional tension. Certain individuals stepping forward with more support and loyalty, or spontaneous honesty that feels overdue. Hidden motives may reveal themselves through words, actions, or silence. These shifts aren't coincidences. They're the universe rearranging your connections so that only the aligned ones remain. A full moon casts light into every shadow, pulling truth to the surface like tides pulling water toward the shore. The masks people wear become heavier under this energy and eventually crumble. For chosen ones, this process is incredibly powerful and sometimes painful, because when destiny begins to call, the universe removes your access to anyone who cannot journey with you into your higher timeline. Even if your heart was attached, even if your mind tried to hold on, the energy doesn't lie. It may initially feel like loss, but in reality, it's protection. Under this full moon, you begin to see with clarity who truly values your presence, who drains your emotional and spiritual energy, who respects your boundaries without needing reminders, who manipulates your kindness or takes your loyalty for granted, who elevates your purpose instead of distracting you from it, and who belongs in the chapter you're stepping into, not the one you're leaving behind. This kind of clarity is a miracle disguised as a disruption. The universe only reveals what you are spiritually ready to acknowledge. If a truth emerges now, it's because your soul is strong enough to confront it. But the December 5th full moon doesn't only remove, it also aligns. As certain connections fade away, you may notice other people suddenly appearing in your life with perfect timing. This might be a new friendship, a rekindled relationship, or someone you weren't expecting to think about. These are destiny-aligned souls, individuals whose energy resonates with your higher frequency. You may feel a magnetic pull towards someone who reflects your growth, your values, your light. This isn't coincidence, it's recognition. Your soul recognizes theirs. Your frequency recognizes theirs. These are connections that nourish your spirit rather than your wounds. Tonight, emotionally honest conversations may unfold unexpectedly. You might feel the urge to speak your truth, or someone might reveal something you sensed but couldn't confirm. Intuitive insights about certain people will strike with clarity. Clarity so sharp that once you see it, you can't unsee it. You may suddenly understand why someone's presence always made you feel drained, why you kept repeating patterns with a certain person, why a connection felt stagnant no matter how hard you tried, why you felt pulled toward or pushed away from someone recently, or why a soul connection felt deeper than logic could explain. This full moon acts as a spiritual filter, severing cords that were silently draining you and strengthening bonds that are integral to your destiny. If someone has been appearing in your dreams, crossing your mind repeatedly, or triggering strong emotions, positive or negative, trust that awareness. The full moon is revealing soul contracts, karmic lessons, and destiny partners. Likewise, if you feel an unexplained need to withdraw from someone, even someone you care about, trust that too. Your spirit knows the path before your mind does. The universe isn't removing people to punish you. It's removing them because your next chapter demands more from your energy than your past did. As your vibration elevates, your relationships must rise with it. Not everyone can breathe the air at the altitude you are ascending to. This is why relationships shift before destinies shift. The people around you form the energetic environment in which your purpose flourishes or withers. Tonight marks that shift. The cosmic realignment begins. And every relationship in your life will reveal something important about where you are headed next. Trust what the full moon shows you tonight, even if it's uncomfortable, because everything revealed now is part of the map guiding you toward your true destiny. This is the moment your soul has been preparing for. The moment your true destiny path begins to reveal itself under the potent illumination of the December 5th full moon. Everything you've experienced this year, every challenge, every ending, every intuitive whisper, every unexpected shift, has been building towards this precise energetic opening. Every chosen one reaches a point in their journey where the fog lifts, where uncertainty dissipates, where the next chapter emerges as if it has a life of its own. Tonight is that moment. Under this full moon, the veil between confusion and clarity becomes incredibly thin. You may feel as if you're standing at the edge of an invisible doorway, a doorway only your soul can perceive. And the energy flowing through this doorway carries the blueprint of your higher purpose. Your revelation may manifest in numerous forms, including a sudden intuitive download that feels like it originated from another dimension, a powerful urge to make a decision you've been avoiding, a symbolic dream that feels more like a message than a fantasy, an emotional release that clears space within you, a vivid mental image of your future self, a synchronicity that arrives with perfect divine timing, a message or sign that answers a question you never voiced aloud, or a profound inner knowing that whispers, "This is the way." This isn't imagination, coincidence, or your mind trying to make sense of your life. This is alignment. This is your soul making contact with your conscious awareness. Your destiny isn't built from thought alone. It's built from energy, frequency, and the alignment of your inner truth. And tonight, under this full moon, your energy is at its highest receptivity of the entire year. This lunar frequency acts as a beacon, amplifying your intuitive channels and awakening the dormant wisdom within your spiritual DNA. Tonight's full moon reveals what your soul was designed to do before you incarnated, which goals align with your spiritual mission rather than your ego, which calling persistently returns no matter how often you silence it, which direction leads to emotional fulfillment and divine abundance, which talents are meant to be activated now, not later, and which desires stem from your higher self rather than your wounds. Many chosen ones feel a surprising shift tonight. You might suddenly feel ready to release an old dream, not because you failed, but because it no longer resonates with the frequency of who you are becoming. Alternatively, you might feel an irresistible pull toward a new vision that once seemed impossible or too distant. This moon isn't giving you instructions. It's awakening a memory your soul already holds. Remember, your destiny isn't something you figure out. It's something you remember. This remembrance occurs through intuitive nudges, emotional responses, energetic pulls, or inner excitement. The things that stir your spirit tonight aren't random interests. They're clues pointing toward your divine assignment. Tonight, pay close attention to what inspires you more than usual, what challenges you in a way that feels purposeful, what stirs your emotions out of nowhere, what ideas feel alive within you, what direction feels like expansion rather than fear, what surfaces in your dreams or inner imagery, and what you can't stop thinking about. These sensations aren't mere preferences, they're compasses, guiding you toward the life your soul has been nudging you toward for years. For some of you, the revelation will be gentle, a soft whisper, a subtle pull, a quiet but persistent knowing. For others, the revelation will be undeniable, a lightning strike of clarity, a sudden emotional breakthrough, a realization that shakes you awake, a moment that feels like fate speaking directly to you. Regardless of how it arrives, every chosen one watching this will receive something, a sign, a message, a shift, a knowing. Something inside you will click tonight. Perhaps for the first time in a long time, you might notice your fears losing power, your doubts feeling less convincing, your dreams feeling more attainable, your purpose calling louder, your path feeling clearer, your inner strength rising, and your old self fading away. This is the moment your destiny stops hiding behind your pain, your confusion, or your circumstances. This is the moment your higher self steps out of the shadows and into your awareness. You're not being pushed toward your destiny. You're being activated into it, and tonight's full moon acts as the switch. When this lunar light touches your energy field, it awakens timelines that were dormant and dissolves timelines that were complete. Your past and future are no longer vying for control. Your future begins to prevail. Embrace whatever arises tonight. The clarity, the discomfort, the ideas, the emotions, the signs, because each one is part of your spiritual map. Your destiny is no longer hidden, no longer silent, no longer distant. Tonight, it steps forward. Tonight, it begins. Tonight, you begin, chosen one, as this full moon ascends above you. Understand something sacred. It's not here to predict your future. It's here to awaken the creator of that future. Everything you've endured this year, every emotional storm, every unexpected ending, every shift that pulled you away from the familiar, every night you felt alone, misunderstood, or disconnected, and every intuitive nudge you couldn't explain. All of it was preparation, training, alignment, and initiation. Tonight's December 5th full moon isn't just another lunar event. It's a spiritual threshold, a doorway that only opens for those who are ready to shed their old identity and step into the frequency of their true destiny. And whether you realize it or not, you are one of them. This moon is the turning point, the marker between who you were and who you are becoming. What you choose tonight, what you release tonight, what you accept tonight, and what you awaken tonight will reverberate far beyond this moment. So when this video concludes, don't rush back into your life. Pause, breathe, and allow stillness to unfold within you. Step outside if you can. Look at the moon, not just with your eyes, but with your spirit. Notice how its light doesn't just shine, it calls. It speaks to a part of you you've forgotten, a part of you that remembers who you truly are. Let the moonlight bathe your skin, soften your fears, clear the weight from your heart, and activate what has been dormant within you. And then whisper these words gently, but with conviction. I am ready for my true destiny. I choose my higher path now, because after tonight, the energy around you will shift. Your purpose will sharpen, your intuition will amplify, and your path will rearrange itself in ways you can't yet envision. People may change around you. Opportunities may materialize suddenly. Old chapters may conclude, and new doors may swing open without warning. This isn't chaos. This is alignment. This is your soul, stepping onto the timeline it was always destined to lead. Remain aware of the signs. Stay aligned with your truth, and remain open to the guidance that pours in. Your destiny is no longer a distant dream. It's unfolding right now, in this moment, under this moon. Chosen one, you are ready, finally, truly ready.